You were from Georgia? No. Yeah, Georgia. Yeah. Georgian water smuggler. No. Turning into a human smuggler. So where were you? Where did you go up?
And I may, if I have the presence of mind, just say to the group, could somebody please note that we are handing the signed discharge form, but they are not willing to sign it, and we won't make a big fuss. We're just there to make statements of fact, and by the way, this says, please be informed that Arthur Hippie is being transferred today by medical transport to another healthcare facility on the authority of his spouse and lawful substitute decision maker, Marilyn Nelson. So that's what it's on, and so that's what she will sign. I will sign as a witness and observer, just so that it can't be used later on to make something happen. At that point, we are planning to, Arthur will be in his chair, we'll have had lunch, and we are planning to wheel him to the door and into the transport. Marilyn will accompany him, and I will follow them. And they'll be taken to an undisclosed facility, which we will not tell the hospital about at this point in time.
Which we don't even know.
Which we don't. Yes, this is true, and I'm doing that for Arthur's sake. So here's the thing: there is a security guard in the room with Marilyn all the time, from the time she sets foot on the property until the time she leaves, and they will no doubt report that this is happening. We will. So the objective for us is to just wheel Arthur out, get this form signed, hand it to the other person. Telling us here what they're going to do.
Yeah, one man will be able to come. There's a guy up stay in the office. I'm glad you sent the trans to the front door.
Thank you.
Because that makes it a little easier, but
Okay, thank you. Pointing in the direction.
well, there'll be one guard in there already.
Yeah, I know. It's a new guy. I can't remember the name where it says that they told them not to speak to us at all. Passing on something. Okay. Here we go. You go ahead and I'll follow later. Okay. Why don't you go sort of a little bit behind the security guard, John?
Okay.
Yeah, and John, leave for me. The other guy. We're going to look like those separate groups and then we'll meet up in the room.
Companies, which by the way have been sued in the US for a couple of billion. And why are you fighting so hard? If you're truly interested in the health and welfare of this individual, you should say, fine, let him go to another facility, and what can we do to help facilitate his recovery? This is the exact opposite. And to me, something is being hidden, something sinister, something questionable, and it needs to be brought out into the public. And I think the Minister of Health has an obligation to conduct an investigation through the OPP and through public inquiry. That's what I think.
Okay, all right. I don't know if you're at the front or the back of the hospital, but if you could come around to the back. I brought some friends and family with us.
Hey, remember? Been a while, buddy. How you been?
It has been a while.
How you been, Arthur?
Sorry, Marilyn.
Hey, you recognize me, eh?
Yeah.
How you doing, pal?
So here we are.
Did you have breakfast? Lunch?
Lunch. Ate everything. Yes, we are. Yeah.
How you been, Art?
Yeah, you can come in. Come on in. They're all watching us.
Hey, Marilyn. Hello, how are you?
Hello. Good to see you.
Come on in. Come on in. Have a seat. Have a seat. Make yourselves at home.
I'm waving here.
No, the person is legally out of a facility. Police will come in, drag him back to the hospital. And so we didn't want that to happen to Arthur. And so we just wanted to ensure that they didn't know where he was going, that he was discharged against medical advice and being taken to another healthcare facility. So that's what we have to do now, and now we'll wait for the lawyers. We've interrupted their Sunday. They won't be pleased with this, and they will be quite furious. We have a case conference with the judge on Tuesday where the lawyers want to seal the court file, the affidavit that Marilyn has produced, which reveals things that the hospital doesn't want known. For example, that they had admitted to battery in the administration, without letting the substitute decision maker know, informing them or getting consent. Did that on 4 occasions. And also, I think the thing they really don't want to let the public hear is that in March of 2013.
Yes.
Okay.
Margaret from Bigby.
Okay, I'll just be a second. I'll be right there. Just let me finish the sentence. And so, in March of 2013, the hospital made an offer to Marilyn Nelson's lawyer that they would pay for Arthur Hippie's care for the rest of his life at home. And then 2 weeks later, they just said, "Oh no, we've changed our mind," and that was that. So they don't want the public to know that he actually could go out, that they did admit culpability and say they'd pay for it. Excuse me. Hi, Margaret.
That way, you can just make sure everything's
Okay.
done appropriately, okay?
Okay, do we have a form to fill out?
We certainly do. There you go.
Okay.
Thanks. And what is your name again?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. And we are going to be leaving shortly.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
So let me just grab a couple of things here. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna take things in the bag.
You're going to get a chance to have some interesting things happening. Even you're going to get out in baseball weather, Arthur.
Yes.
Yes, it's nice
There's
baseball.
a jacket and
Thank you. Just
Yes, we do.
In
They
the-
just provided it
Yeah,
to the nurses.
yeah.
brought it to
Provided to the nurses.
Okay, thank you. Can somebody?
So I have identified myself, okay?
If you can,
I
thank
just
you.
identified myself.
Good, thank you, Joan. I appreciate that. And away we. I will.
So you're clear.
No, let's no.
Can I come back and get those things?
And actually, what we will do is.
If you can just, you know what, you can take, I've got a bag here and it can be filled up fairly quickly. I have it in go.
That way.
Better for the front because I think her car is parked right there. Also, and you have and one person can come with her.
Yeah.
Good, good. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Thank you. Okay. So we'll be down as soon as we can. And okay. Thank you so much.
The number one leading cause of accident or deaths in a car accident. You know, the number one is having a superseded car accident.
When I was district health council, and I was a city councilor,
Yeah.
I tried to get a motion into the Board of Health, the Institute Natural Health and Natural Medicine, as part of the Board of Health.
Instead of taking them off the market, which is what
They shot me down.
Yeah, sure.
So I got upset and I started calling it artificial medicine as opposed to natural medicine.
Yeah.
And they got upset. They said, "Stop calling it artificial
Yeah,
medicine."
yeah.
Well, what is it?
They've taken
It's
25.
artificial medicine.
They've taken 25,000 herbs and healing substances off the market in the last 2 years.
But you know whose fault it is, right? It's all our fault.
Of course it is.
Because in this country, especially when the elections come around, we have
Let's not leave any room. And if you could take a photograph of that.
Is there one more shoe anywhere? Did you see another shoe?
It doesn't matter, Marilyn. This could be replaced.
Alright.
honest, really.
Yep.
There, let's
I'll be quiet, so
go. Yep, that's okay.
Alright.
Okay, let's go. We're going out to a ball game.
Can somebody, can you able or?
Carolyn, you need to be with Arthur. And you need to push him and the fellows can help.
Yep.
Okay, and let's go.
I'm not sure which way to go.
I know, Marilyn does, and so we'll
Gentlemen,
just,
you're welcome to it.
thank you.
Follow.
All right, take care, guys. Thanks.
Excuse me.
Sorry. Thank you. That's okay.
Hold on.
Excuse,
That's okay, I can get by.
Can you get around?
Yeah, thanks.
Hello.
you want me to go in front? He might recognize me a bit. Yeah. You know what? You're finally gonna get out and go to a ball game. Yeah, and you know where
Here's the door, here's the door.
is there an elevator there? Yeah. Okay, ground. Let's go.
All right, guys, go ahead. You go ahead. We'll have to.
No, you have to be with us, that's the
We're-
whole thing.
that's- yeah.
Producing and directing a musical called The Great Eagle Hawk. I don't think I can sing.
You're gonna be in a movie with us.
I'd love to get back. Hey, listen, I was in politics for 30 years. If that's not
Do
acting.
you have another chair to transfer?
Of doctors working behind the scenes with me on this case, one of whom has been working for free for 15, 16 months now. She routinely talks to other doctors about this case. Cannot believe what is going on.
Oh, yeah,
Cannot
something- they're hiding
have
something.
Yeah. Well, it's more than just hiding. It's attitude, and it's there's across the country this strong desire for control, such that people think they have the authority to make decisions for their loved ones and to make sure they're not harmed or they're not being given treatments they wouldn't want, and it's not there. It's a mirage. He is my friend Larry.
December 6th, here in Toronto. We're doing an animation film. Taking it to Disney.
And Marilyn's right there. So.
Disgrace happened.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of meetings and hearings. They tried to do a competency meeting.
Right.
And I challenged the board and I says, bring it on, right?
Right. You're a lawyer, right?
No, I'm a paralegal, but I'm a former elected official. I used to sit on what was then called the District Health Council. We reported, it was all the hospitals in the Toronto area.
Right.
And we reported directly to the Minister of Health. Plus, I was appointed to the...
I'm not supposed to smoke it. Because it's the minister of health.
Okay, we're not supposed to breathe in this country.
Yeah, right. This is, by the way, American spirit.
Okay. But there's been something seriously wrong with what goes on in the
I
hospitals.
know. Listen, I've been involved with Natural Health Freedom Canada for a while. I started Power Health Radio, and then I'm involved in a constitutional lawsuit
Oh, yeah.
against
Good.
Health Canada on the basis of, according to Rocco Galati.
Your counsel?
No, I'm not, but I'm acting. But
So did I, actually.
Rocco Galati's constitutional lawyer, well over 20 constitutional rights have been destroyed by Health Canada. 20 constitutional rights, Bill of Rights, and all kinds of human rights have been
Health Canada has become an oxymoron.
No, we're going to the front.
No, we're going to the front.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Kind of heavy, that's not the same. Get another trip, huh? Why are there so many security guards? What's going on here?
And then to your right where it says
Oh,
gift
I see.
certificate.
The big kahuna.
Doing this across the country, trying to help seniors in hospitals and trying to get them out when they're being held against their will. And it's happened all across Canada. I don't know how many, and if you go to our website, the Seniors at Risk Coalition website, you can get all the information about what has been going on in this country.
She's the president?
She's the president of the Seniors at Risk Coalition. She started it, I think, about 5 years ago. And she's been documenting this and also getting involved in trying to help people like Marilyn and other people get their family members out of the hospitals. And they're being held against their will. All constitutional rights suspended in the country of Canada. Eight. What a right, see? What a right, see? Because this has been going on for several years now, this situation. And they finally got a team of lawyers to handle this. It's actually gone up in front of the judge, and it's just been postponed. And no ruling. Even though the power of attorney, Marilyn's got power of attorney, her power of attorney was suspended by the hospital. She was declared mentally incompetent, and the doctor removed her power of attorney, so she no longer had a right to, bring in vitamins, herbs, vitamins, anything. And she had to go. She could only see him under supervision, under guard.
Just a moment and I'll see. Okay? Yes, I will. Wait till the driver comes in. John, just a moment. Let's look after the patient first and then I'll deal with the
Yeah. Did you tell Larry?
Trying to reach him.
circumstances, but
Great. We're wishing well and Marilyn well.
Thank you.
I gave you guys one of my.
Yeah, that's fine, and I don't have any cards. Profit. We don't have taxpayer dollars funding our legal services.
No,
So
I mean Marilyn's.
I'm her friend and advisor.
You're not representing.
No, I'm simply a friend and advisor who's dealt with many of these cases. So.
Okay.
But I think if you need
Oh,
to
funny,
go,
I couldn't reach him.
either Lois or Marilyn.
Yeah.
Okay, the legal guy. All right.
Okay.
Yes, we should, but just a moment. Yeah, okay, so I think we can all go.
Lois, gentleman's asking a question, a contact
Oh,
number.
sure, okay, by all means.
I don't think there's a problem with
No,
providing contact.
there isn't. Just a moment. Tell you what, thanks. It's in there somewhere, but it's so squeezed tight. So, I'll just, why don't I sign it, and then you'll have the, but anyway, it's, It's
Okay.
not very good. Intended to be. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for being.
It's
later rather than
what we're interested in. I'm looking for a few doctors from around the world. One of the McMaster University, just Solitude Master, and Dr. David Healy in the UK, and they're well-known specialists in adverse drug offense, APETs.
Right.
And adverse drug offense kill 10,000 Canadians a year.
Yeah, and apparently in some of the statistics I've seen, as much as 750,000 in North America.
Absolutely. And this is taking prescription drugs
As directed.
As directed.
It's now the fourth leading cause of death in hospitals.
Absolutely, and an arguable third. So the notion is to collect over the web
We got a flare?
reports from patients on their experiences on drugs.
Right.
And so
See,
if
I
Oh, we're gonna
find,
roll up into the bus?
the whole pile of patients all saying I'm turning blue when I
Right.
pill, even though
Right.
the manufacturer's label doesn't say
Right.
anything.
Right.
Says, they won't turn blue. If they do turn blue, then
Right.
guess what? We've got something there. So we want to collect.
Do you work with Terrence Young at all?
Yes,
The member of Parliament?
No, he's been, Terrence is very supportive.
And his association, and of course, he
absolutely.
lost his daughter to
Absolutely.
a reaction to a drug for acne.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. And Dr. Healy is sort of the main guy behind this. He's a psychopharmacologist. He's very well known. He wrote Let Them Eat Prozac. Let Them Eat Prozac.
And so you have a list that goes down.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
his, Yeah, go to church. I didn't put any breadcrumbs and I can't find my way back. Okay? I don't know if they can see us. We can wave to them. We'll see you at the other end.
You like Soviet Union?
Yeah.
You like Soviet Union?
Too much fear in them, though.
Huh?
You should have done with confidence. Just come in, take them, and leave. No questions, no nothing. I can't touch you. I can't touch you. If they touch me, that's it. Fuck. You know, these guys are just like kids. They're young guys. They're scared. You know, they're annoying.